Hi everybody, it's me, lindsie-rodgers. Welcome back to my vlog channel, aka the main channel. And also, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are watching this. Anyway, so let's talk about something that is on my mind, and also some things. I know most of you guys are saying, Lindsay, why didn't you post a video in a while? Well, it's because I've been going through a lot of stress, having a hard time sleeping. Oh, and then, of course, there's the matter of my mother finally getting herself hearing aids. And on top of that, my crazy of a nut father is paying for it. Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. I should be the one who should be paying this, but I don't have the money yet. So, and by the way, before you get mad at me, if you hear that, that's the air conditioner running because it's kind of getting warm out. And because it's the summer and you may hear that most often. So, anyway. So, yes, my mother finally had gotten hearing aids. I know most of you guys are saying, Lindsay, why does your mother need hearing aids? Well, apparently she can't hear as well, and she's been pestering me to, turn up the volume on the TV, But I'm just glad to say that won't be happening anymore unless something goes wrong with my hearing. No, I'm just kidding around. My hearing's fine. It's just sometimes it's just being, odd. So anyway, I guess I should now. Not only I'm going to talk to you about stuff about my family, I can talk to you about some other things. So anyway, I've been going through a lot of kind of stress because of things going on. Mostly because of my sleeping habit, and stuff. I mean, I'm trying to do some gaming stuff at the same time. Stuff going. But and now with summer is happening. I mean, I'm ready to go crazy and start yelling at my brother, because every time he comes home, because here's the thing. When he leaves the house, he turns off the air conditioner and the fan. One or the other. I had to go upstairs and turn it back on because it's getting warm. I don't know what in his mind he thinks I have to turn it off. I mean, I know some of you guys say, well, you guys are not in the house most. I'm like, yeah, I know, but still, you gotta keep things nice and cool. Oh. So, yeah. So, because of that, I mean, there are a lot of other things going on. Now, there's a possibility I may get a new phone soon. I was hoping it would be by last month, but, crap happens and all of a sudden, even though right now, I mean, it's the best time to get us switching phone providers because as of right now, Sprint is now coming to T-Mobile, and T-Mobile is actually kind of screwing things around. And the reason why is my what happened is I went to use the Wi-Fi and it's Comcast, but somehow during it depending on any time, it's turned off for no apparent reason. Especially, I'm in the middle of playing Fortnite on my phone, and I know that I've been getting a lot of questionings about that. And what I'm going to say is if anybody is kind of concerned about why I'm still playing Fortnite, it's because, well, Epic Games and Samsung are on good terms because they're not mad at each other. unlike Apple and Google are, because the the president of Epic Games, it kind of ended up exposing both Google and Apple. And I know most of you guys are probably getting mad and saying, "Oh, Lindsay, I can't believe you're doing this." Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, there are phones that are Android, but they are capable because they probably have their own store and not using the Google store. So Samsung is one of them. I think there are others. That is, if you go right into the Fortnite website and look at the FAQs, that's the frequently asked questions, they'll tell you what kind of type of phone you can use, and even tablets too. I mean, although I really want to get a Samsung tablet that is compatible, so I can play Fortnite on there. And especially when I can program my game controller that I haven't been using lately because I've been using my phone so much. Although I should be working on more playing that. So anyway, besides of that's going on, I'm going through a lot. I mean, dealing with so much craziness. But one thing for sure is I also want to address something else. And that is Instagram nasty bots. What is Instagram nasty bots? It's those that really, if I really say what it is, YouTube would ding me for this. But anyway, let me explain what's going on. I've been late. Even though I haven't been checking in a while, but lately I've been getting hit with these nasty bots, and still, I'm actually, somehow the scam bots are coming back for some reason. So I've been trying to take them down. Now, lately, these Instagram nasty bots have been coming up so badly enough. Especially, turns out that there are different, even though they're under different names, I had decided, but they're using the same photos of this chick. So it turns out I went to go and find out who she is. And somehow some ridiculous app that somehow gets me to a Russian search engine. I think it is Russian. Probably, I don't know, some kind of foreign language. I'm thinking it is Russian. Not sure. Maybe because that's what I think of. Jeez. Turns out that when I had to look it up, because there's no point using Google, turns out I found out that it's the photos are like kind of legit. It led me to an OF. If you don't know what OF stands for, I'll describe it. They're a website that you pay subscription, and you get all these nasty photos, or somewhat. Anyway, so yeah, turns out this chick has an OF, and I found out not only that, she has her own Instagram. Actually, she made a couple of Instagram accounts. And somehow she's posting in nasty photos. I try to get, and believe me when I'm going to say this, I try to have them all of them gone, especially the ones that are, I don't know, could be that her photos are stolen, or she's making multiple Instagram accounts and pretend to be different names. Either way, I don't know why Instagram's not taking them down, because first of all, they're violating, because I can see her chest area, and and every time I do this, I get a response from Instagram that says, "Oh no, they're fine. despite that, I try to re-report it and go for a second. They still say it's fine, even though they don't care that it's breaking Instagram's policy. I mean, seriously, I can see it. I mean, seriously, it's making me nuts. So yes. Now I don't know. Even though I know I shouldn't be throwing wild accusations, but it's either she's creating multiple accounts, besides the one she has already, or she has those, who's making the accounts, or in the matter of fact, there's somebody who's stealing photos of her, creating multiple accounts, and leading to another website, which apparently can cause you trouble. Either way, I mean, Instagram is doing nothing about it. And believe me, I'm just saying that how upset I am about this because, I mean, and they thinking, oh, you could just, prevent that. No, you can't. I mean, seriously, I'm getting, this always happens. And how I can tell they're nasties is because their buttocks are hanging. And even though they are wearing thongs, that I try to report them, they're still there. I mean, seriously. I mean, it's just makes me wondering, why going after me? I mean, I'm a female, and I'm it's not. I mean, I don't know. I just feel so upset and angry about this because it's ridiculous. So anyway, yeah, that's much about I can summon things. Now, the other thing I also want to talk to you guys about is my brother. And I'm very upset right now because, well, not really upset, but usually I'm kind of upset right now because he not only keeps turning things off, but it actually also has to deal with his work, really. Because what happened was, Memorial Day weekend happens, and my brother goes off, and, he spends time with his boss. And I'm like, why? Why do you want to do that? So I said to my mother, I said to her, if he doesn't want to spend time with us, he can go live near with his bosses. And my mother thinks, oh, you're jealous, Lindsay. No. How am I jealous for something that when he doesn't want to spend time with his family? It's not about jealousy. I already have been jealous. Actually, it has to do with the weddings. You see, well, let me explain. There's these two weddings things, and it has to do with my mother's friends. And when I do this, it means air quotes because they use my mother so many times, and I am angry and upset about this. So I tell her, even though I should tell her this, but I don't think she cares. So what happened is they're rude, ignorant. There's my mother's friend's sons, right? I'm not gonna reveal much about them except for I'll refer them. The front one, there is Ryan, who is the same age as my brother. Well, actually younger, but his birthday is always happening in the summer. Well, sadly, and this is not explaining about him, he has a horrible wife who rudely did not invite me. She thinks it's okay to invite my mother. When the fact is, my mother does not know Ryan's wife. Seriously. I mean, we know Ryan. We know of his late brother. And when I'm speaking. Now, this is way before his brother's passing. And, and I told Mother, don't go to the wedding. You're not going to the wedding. And despite she did. And the reason why, I know you guys say, well, maybe the reason why your mother wanted to go because she wanted to get away from you. No. That's not it. The reason why I forbid her to go is because I do not want my mother to be still being used. And I don't care if my mother thinks about her friend. And that's why I want to shame them, Ryan, his late brother, his wife, her father, and shame them saying how rude you are, or you're disgusting, vile people. See, that was jealousy. And you want to speak more about jealousy? Let's talk about another one of my mother's friends. And her son, his name is Jeff. We'll refer to him as that. His wife, I'm thinking, is a tramp. Even though she I don't know what she is, but I guess I don't know how to explain this, but apparently her family has I guess from one of the foreign lands. Anyway, so foreign lands. I meant to say it's somewhere in the Middle East. I guess that's probably where they're from, or they're descended from. Anyway, they have this ridiculous 2-day wedding festival thing, I guess you can say. Again, they rudely not invite me, but they invite my mother, even though she said not to go because she would have to spend a lot of money. So, and despite that, even though I saw the photos, and I was like, why would he marry somebody that I never heard of? Had she gone to the same school as he did? And even though I just found out about this after a couple of years back, and I'm just understanding this happened like more than a couple of years ago for both. Anyway, before their wedding happened, my mother decides to invite Jeff and his parents. I'm with her, and my brother, who knows what he's doing. I think he was working or something. We had go out to dinner, to Olive Garden, and then have some fun. I thought that's a good thing, I guess. Then, of course, I find out he's getting married to some woman, and which I call her a tramp, because, you don't know much about these people. So, and I'm so angry, so upset, and I guess you can say jealous. And then until a couple of years, I just have to say around until 2018, when I heard about All Elite Wrestling, and I'm hearing Tony Khan, Shahid Khan, Jacksonville Jack Wallace. I'm like, so turns out I found out the whole entire. I hear about All Elite Wrestling and Tony Khan, and then I find out Tony Khan has a sister. She's already married. And she had a 2-day wedding with her now husband. Thanks a lot to the freaking internet. I ended up searching, found out she had a wedding, and I used to look into the photos, and sure enough, I think I found Tony Khan in his sister's photos in his sister's wedding on this website, and when I saw the photos, I mean, I was like, yep. And I'm just saying this. And if you guys are wondering what is Tony's sister's name, her name is, I think it's Shayna. She had a better wedding than whatever the heck Jeff had. And sure enough, I feel like I'm not jealous anymore. I'm like, if there's somebody who had a better wedding thing than Jeff had, it's Tony Khan's sister. I'm sorry. I know you guys are thinking, Lindsay, you're such a mess. I'm like, yeah, I know. So, push comes to shove. My mother says I'm jealous because of what my brother's doing. I'm just gonna remember that that's not the case. Because my brother's just decided to, feels like to abandon. It's not jealousy. Jealousy is when she got invited to the weddings. Thanks. Actually, I know she got invited to another wedding, and actually I was not mad about that because it was, one, a gay wedding, 2, it was somebody we know of, and 3, Mom had a fun time, and I was not mad about that. The wedding she went to, with the guy named Rant, because of his mother, I was just slightly angry and upset with her. So that's where I'm coming from. You know, you're telling me that I'm jealous because of what my brother's doing? No, if he doesn't want to live with this family, he can go live somewhere else. That's how upset and angry I am. Jealousy. I don't know why she thinks that. I mean, seriously. You want to see jealousy? Anyway. So, yeah. I know what you guys are probably saying. Lindsay, sounds like jealous. But, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And if you do, good. Please hit that like button down below. If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on notifications on. And, yeah, before I wrap this up, I'm going to be trying to do some more stuff. I'm going to try to release some things. And, yeah, that's it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see you guys, hopefully, in the next video. Till then, bye.